Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk to you about how to properly get your tires looking clean, black, and shiny. All right, we all like that dripping, liquid, black, fresh out of the water look on our tires. All right, and that's easily achievable. All right, now if you guys live out in the country, because that's where I'm from, like if you're out in those dirt roads and stuff, unfortunately, this video is not for you. If you live out on those gravel dirt roads, frankly, like you're just not going to be able to achieve that look for long because these products make your tires kind of sticky and it's going to absorb all the dirt and dust and shit on those roads. And this is for you. For everybody else, there's a number of products out there. Chemical guys, you can go with the nicer stuff, $5 Black Magic, which is honestly my favorite and go to. You can buy this stuff anywhere. All right. And this video is not about which of those products is the best because, frankly, if it's been out there, I've bought it. You can buy it at an auto parts store, Walmart, whatever. I've bought and tried all of them. Frankly, they're all mainly chemically the same. I mean, the chemical guys, this is obviously a different composition, but essentially all it is, it's a lot of silicone and just polymers that stick to the outside of your tire to make it look glossy. And that's really it. So chemically and basically they all function the same thing, is they just put a layer of shiny shit on the rubber of your tires to make it look shiny, and eventually it wears off. All right. There's no product out there that's going to sit here and like last you the whole lifetime of that tire or whatever. Okay. If your vehicle is a daily driver or something like that, you're gonna have to do this like every couple of weeks. All right. And the longer and further you drive, obviously you're gonna have to do it more and more often. If you have like just a weekend car or something, or it's just your grocery go getter, probably one time a month would last you. But again, results may vary depending on the usage of your vehicle. That's the disclaimer here. Now, the number one problem I see is people focus on like what products, which one of these things is worth the most money to make my tires look the best. And they're looking at the after part. And what I see the failure is you're not looking at how to prep the tire properly. Because the problem is you go through a car wash and people think, oh, my tire's clean. They went through a car wash and it was whatever. Right? No. Tires primarily made of rubber, and rubber is a porous material. Okay. And what that means is there's microscopic tiny holes in that rubber which allow molecules to pass through. That's why your tires they have oxygen in them or just regular air, they will deflate over time. With that, the grease, grime, oils, and the stuff that's in the roads, especially I'm here in the Seattle area in the Pacific Northwest, and it rains all the time. So our tires look wet most of the year, frankly, except in the summer. So that look is very easily. But with all that moisture in the water and the puddles, all the nasty shit from all these cars going on the highways is now getting onto your tires. And that builds up a layer of just gummy, grimy shit. So think about it this way. All this stuff is a layer of gloss, like a clear coat. Think of it that way. It's temporary clear coat. You want to put that on the rubber. All right, so the rubber of your tire needs to absorb this stuff so it bonds and it sticks on there. Okay, and you'll hear about this when you say some of these products like, oh, it'll have tire sling. All right, and essentially when you apply, this is kind of common sense. If you're going to apply any kind of tire products to your vehicle, don't do it if you're going to drive your vehicle for the next couple of hours. You want to let the stuff sit on there and bond. If you spray it on your vehicle and then drive away right after, yeah, the shit's going to sling. It's going to get on your paint. And again, this is clear coat stuff that's just going to now be grimy on your clear coat on your car, and it's just going to be bad news, and you're going to have to wash it off. So have some sense here. But what you want to do is you want to have the best bond between the rubber of your tire and any chemical product that's going to make it shiny. So if your tire has pollutants and grime and stuff on there, then when you put a clear coat over that, it's not going to stick because the pores of your tire are clogged with crap. So the simple solution is degreaser. Now this is super clean. It's very famous in the purple cans and products that you'll see in a lot of stores. I'm a big fan of Super Clean. I discovered them like 5 years ago and I use them for a lot of stuff. This is the product I use. Now any degreaser frankly will work with this. Okay, you can use Dawn dish soap. If you really want to be cheap and efficient, Dawn dish soap will work. It's just going to be a little bit more effort and have a water hose out there because the stuff foams up and whatever. Simple Green, that orange degreaser, Zep, whatever from Home Depot and stuff. Any of these degreasing products is what's going to do the job. The reason I like Super Clean in an aerosol can, and I'm going to show you guys the video of me actually doing it my tire, is you'll see the visual, like this is the visual representation, is it foams white. And then when it pulls the shit out of the tire wall, you'll see it turn brown. And that means it's working. So essentially what you want to do is foam it up, get a scrub brush, get all the stuff out, water it down, rinse it, and then repeat. Foam it up. If there's still brown coming out, it's not clean. Clean it, rinse it, and basically once your foam is all white, that means your tire walls are clean and ready to receive whatever product you're going to put on there. And that's essentially it. It's really easy. It's common sense, but again, it's something that I see most people fail to do, is piss poor preparation of the tire, which means you're spending all this money on products that do work, but they don't work correctly if not applied correctly. So here's the video. I'm going to show you guys exactly, like step by step, me just doing my front driver's side tire. It's super easy, and I'll narrate this just to show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so here we are. This is my 2023 Tundra. I'm going to show you guys. So here's my Super Clean. Give it a good shake. Yeah. Spray that on there. And you can already see, look at the top of the tire. All right, you can already see the product working. I know that's crazy because I'm not sure what I drove in, but that one spot on my tire seems to be super dirty. So whatever I picked up driving around, that's really nasty. So you see my little $1.50 dish cleaning brush that you get from any other store. So just give it a good scrub, and you could just, look how disgusting that is. Seriously, look. All that grease, nastiness from the roads that, and that's it. All that's just stuck in the walls of your tire. And it didn't look if you saw before I sprayed it down, the tires didn't look that dirty. You know, I went to a car wash a week ago, you know, my tires weren't that dirty, but all that grease and grime sticks in there, and it's disgusting. So now, unfortunately, I'm in an apartment complex. I don't have access to a hose, so I just kind of brought some bottles of water out there and gonna hose this thing off the old-fashioned way. And look, I mean, as soon as you clean that off, man, nice, glossy black, shiny, you know, but don't be deceived, all right? That's what it's going to look like. But unfortunately, it's not done. So this right here, what I have in my hand, this is like a $30 USB-C powered compressed air maker. So basically it's a giant vacuum little wind tunnel thing that does the job of compressed air to like blow off computer parts and stuff, and I use it for everything. It's really good for cleaning off the dust in your vehicle, dusting off a whole lot of stuff, and it's extremely loud. I mean, extremely loud, but a very powerful gust of air, and it's, you know, powered by phone chargers, so sweet. So now we're going to do the second coat, all right? And this is what you got to do. You do as many coats as it takes until that foam just comes out white on the whole tire. And again, for the most part, it's still looking good, but there's still a few spots. See, within seconds, you can still see it changing color. And I'd say that's about, I feel that's 90% good. But, you know, we're going to go ahead and give it one more scrub down, and you can see still getting some brown out of there. And that's going to be fine. So already I'm gauging that this is going to be my only, you know, 2 of these, and it's going to be done. All right, if it would have been super disgusting, then I'd probably do another coat of this after I wash this off. But, and again, the more and more you use these products and you degrease and you prep your tires, you'll get the feel for like how dirty it is and like how much cleaning you need to do. So again, gonna rinse it off. And I've got enough. It really stinks when you don't have a hose and you're trying to make a video like this. So go over there and get my next. And it does, man, it does such a good job. I love Super Clean. And again, there's so many other products that are degreasers and stuff that work just as well as that, because essentially they're all the same. But I like the aerosol version. Now, somebody just told me that Simple Green has aerosol now, and I haven't seen it in stores, but I'm gonna get some off of Amazon. And I'm gonna compare to see how well it works to Super Clean. But Simple Green is one of those products. It's a household name that's been out for God, forever. And it is. It's one of the best degreasers out there for the money. It's biodegradable. It's not going to hurt the environment. I don't think it messes with your pets or anything. And again, for the amount of product per water ratio, like Simple Green's hard to beat. So again, now I'm going to go ahead and dry the tire off to the best. And this is where the final prep comes in. Because on most of these tire products,
they want you to put them on dry, which makes sense because, again, tires being porous, if your tire is wet, that means there's water molecules that are filling up the tiny little porous holes in your rubber. And so when you slap on some tire cleaner or some tire shine on top of a wet tire, it's not going to bond. I mean, it'll do a decent job. Like, it'll stick on there for the most part, but again, you'll see, like, the moment you try to drive off later, you're going to get tire sling because there's water molecules now trapped between your tire shine and the rubber of your tires. All right, and again, I'm not telling you guys anything crazy. It's not a secret or anything, but it's just a step that people just don't think about. All right, because I know time's valuable and we're all in a hurry to get stuff done, but just simple things. Like I said, if you want your tires to look their best, I mean, you saw this was like 5 minutes. I think the clip of me doing this was like 6 minutes long total. But, I mean, 5 minutes a tire to get it looking its absolute best and then put the product on there, it's well worth the time. And then that tire shine's going to look really, really great, and it's going to stay on there longer. And frankly, it's just better for your vehicle to clean like this. And I think it's, I would like to test to see if this actually makes your tires last longer. I don't think it really has that big of a difference, but just one of those things that I think about. Anytime I do stuff to my vehicles, I always wonder, all right, if I'm going to clean it or treat it for something, is there any way that this can give me longevity out of the parts of the vehicle? Because, tires are expensive. I think these Bridgestones are like $350, $400 now for this size for these new Tundras. So anything I can do to make this thing last, that's what I'm going to do. But guys, that's it. I mean, as you can see, I got most of the water off there, and probably another 10-15 minutes that thing will drip dry and you could apply whatever your product. So that's it, guys. It's that easy. Proper preparation and you'll have some good looking tires.